We are live, I think. We are live.
Yeah.
Oh, I
nearly
just shared
live.
that. My brains are not working tonight. I've just shared into the wrong group. Well, seeing it's a Friday night and I'm sharing into the wrong group. I do apologise. Right, we have Paul in the chat. If someone wants to say hello, oh, Nigel can hear us. That's brilliant. I
Hey.
love the fact that Nigel can hear us. But how the devil are used to?
I'm good. Yeah, I'm
Awesome.
pretty good.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I'm good. I'm here.
That's the main thing.
What
Thank
about
God.
you? What about you, Lo? Are you good?
Yeah, well, I'm a wee bit sad because I want to pay tribute to one of the paranormal has lost one of their family today, Deborah Broadfoot. She was a nice wee sweet lady and she passed away, so it's a sad time. So condolences to the families, to the family. Sorry, I do apologise. She used to wish me good morning and happy birthday. So.
Not
It's
familiar with
always
that.
sad when it is really sad when you lose one of your own, really, to be fair. It's sad when you lose MD, to be fair.
Yeah.
But tonight, guys, as you notice, Wayne is not with us, and he suggested holiday ghosts, so I'm going to leave it to when Wayne's back, because he threw me a subject and then went, screw you. He'll kill me for saying that. He will kill me for saying that. That's not actually what happened. Poor man's been travelling back for Greece and just got back today. And he got absolutely shattered. I knew he was going to be shattered. So he said holiday ghost, and I was like, okay then. But not to happen tonight. Hi, Eileen. I've just realised, guys, I've not actually set it up. I've been sitting yapping that long time and I've not even set up the show. I do apologise.
Okay, I'm just opening the window. It's a bit hot in here.
See, voila. So tonight, guys, we are going to, instead of talking about holiday ghosts, we're going to be talking about healing. I find healing really pretty interesting, to be fair. Now, I was very, very sceptical. I'll open. I was very, very sceptical about Reiki. I was really, really sceptical. I didn't think it would be the kind of thing that I would like. Somebody standing behind me and like having their hands name it. I didn't think I would like it. And it was somewhere where I was volunteering, and there was a lady who asked me if I wanted Reiki, and I was like, yeah, I'll try it, but I wasn't quite sure like how it would go. I thought, oh, it's not going to work. So I sat in the chair, got myself comfortable. She stood behind me, and she was like had her hands not on me, but they were physically like near me, and I can't describe to you guys how good that feeling was. It was like being outside when it's sunny and the sun's beating down on you. I could feel the heat going through my body, and I could feel like my muscles were really, really tense.
Yeah.
But I was like, oh my God, I'm like, the suddenly my shoulders just dropped, and it was like, I just felt amazing after Reiki. I was like, honestly, it was like, I didn't even know how good Reiki actually felt. And as I said, when it came to things like that, I was very, very skeptical. But obviously, with Reiki being a Japanese form of spiritual healing, and they place their hands in certain areas of the body, they use sacred symbols and believe that they act as a channel for the universe energy to come through in order to help the patient heal. It is a really, really popular treatment, and personally, I would love somebody to do Reiki on me again, because honestly, I felt anxious, but after Reiki, I felt good. I felt amazing after
Yeah.
Reiki. You
Yeah.
guys had Reiki experience?
No.
I haven't had
Oh,
experience. I'd like to try it. I nearly did once because we had a pamper. My daughter bought like this pamper weekend, right? But part of it was the hot stones, and there was another part where they wouldn't do it. They wouldn't do it because I've got a bit of a curvature at the bottom of my spine, and they
yeah.
wouldn't do it in case anything went wrong, and they got sued, even though
Oh.
they paid for it, but they wouldn't do it. You know, I see me arse, you know, as I'm kicked off.
Oh.
But yeah, but I wouldn't. But I heal anyway. I can heal.
Oh, can you?
Yeah, I can heal, and I didn't know I could. I never knew I could. It's going to sound a bit strange, but my ex-husband used to say to me, God, you know, you've got magical hands. So I used to think, oh God, I must be dead sexy. But it wasn't. It was because I was actually healing him. And I get the energy flowing between my hands. And it's like, to me, it's like feeling electric sparks going from the middle of there to the middle of here. So I can imagine when it starts, I can literally see it going through the palms. And
That's what I've always been curious about, right? People who do Reiki, I've often wondered, right, how it happens. Like, what's the secret? It's almost like a magician doing magic.
Yeah.
It is, yeah. And what I do, I get myself all sort of veered up, and then I just go and I imagine putting this heat on them, and I never actually touch them unless they want me to, and I can touch it and just draw, even down to taking big lumps out of people's backs. Yeah, I can do that. 5 minutes are gone. Really good at it.
wow.
And I can touch, but don't touch. I go near the body, and the heat and the electricity and the energy coming from my hands, and I draw everything away, just draw it away. And I didn't know. I thought I was just being sexy, but it wasn't. I was actually.
One thought she was on to a treat, and then it turned out it was the fact that she could heal.
Wow.
Right, guys, I'm going to quickly go into chat because they're building. Hi, Rachel. How you doing, love? Hey, Jules. Welcome to the show. Scott. Hey, yeah, Baldy. Evening, just finished the waters. You nearly drowned. Pity you didn't drown. Yoo-hoo. Hey, Lorna. How you doing, love? Hope you're well. Hi, Eileen says she would like to try it. Hey, William. Lorna says, I did a level 1-2 Reiki, but I prefer gentle touch rather than the non-touch Reiki. I had a few sessions that, in all honesty, wouldn't rate, but one was amazing. Temporarily eased a long backache. It came back after a few months, but was amazing while it lasted.
Yeah, this is
Hey,
it.
Noreen.
Hey, yeah.
Eileen says that she's on her way. William says, my lovely wife is a Reiki master.
Wow.
Joanne said, would she be willing to fix my sciatic nerves? Lorna's laughing in the chat. But William, it's an interesting, and Lorna, honestly, it's interesting, Reiki. I am so fascinated with it. And I'll tell you another good thing that I've tried when, where are you? Joanne was talking about sciatic nerves. Know what I got? Seriously. And I would love this again. Seriously. Is acupuncture. I honestly love getting the needles into the back. I know folk are going to think that I'm in some weird fetish, but honestly, I love getting the acupuncture. It felt amazing.
Do you know what? I'm getting told this, right? So I've been the last couple of months or so, I've been going to a physio because I've got all sorts of stuff wrong with my back. Do you want to try this? Do you want to try acupuncture? I'm not doing stuff in my body. Oh, no. Right. Especially needles. I'm not doing that. So he sent me along to these special physio things to keep fit stuff, right? So I went along and it was full of old people. And I said to my daughter, my God, it's full of old people. No, you are an old person, Matt. But they were all saying they tried the acupuncture. And you can't really feel that.
No.
Oh, you've no idea how it felt. Honestly, it was like I was lying there and I'm thinking, why don't you just stick your needles every part of my body and I'll quite happily sit here and let you. Because it felt amazing. I was just lying there like I was on on a 5-star beach somewhere. I was like, oh, geez, oh. And I don't.
Put it in nerves, Lo? Do they put it in your nerve areas?
Yeah, they did. They put a lot of it in my, like, because I have severe problems with my back, because years ago for an old injury, instead of going and getting the help when I didn't, and I carried on with it. But I felt really, it did, because that was like, I've tried physio before, and my back's just not. And then I've tried, like, obviously, acupuncture. Did it ease when you went? It did, Lorna, but it only eased for a certain amount of time. See, the problem is the much damage that is done. And sorry, guys, I do apologise. I'll turn that in silent. It's obviously it helps for so long, and that's why, like, I thought I'd day healing the night, because there is all different types of healing out there, guys. That this was a last minute subject, by the way, mate, but it is a very, very interesting subject. Because I really, as I said, I don't want to be on meds on the rest of my life. I don't even like it. I want to try and go down the whole natural route. So there's different objects out there, definitely. What about yourself, Tim? You've been off a quiet.
No, I'm just listening. It's interesting. I've been going through a lot of stuff lately, and what's happened and that, and I am on some meds from the doctor. But I think nature's a good healer. Going out for walks and going out in the woods, and and you come back, and you do feel better for that, even.
Yeah, I'm going out on Friday, actually. I'm going foraging for mushrooms up a mountain.
Oh, right, yeah, cool. Yeah,
Julia Walters. It'll be the sound of music.
Yeah,
I'll film it.
Yeah, that's what I like doing. I like going out and getting my. It's kind of like my church, being out in nature. Yeah, so I like to go out. I've never had any of the Ricky or anything like that,
Yeah.
But I like to go out into the woods and the countryside.
Yeah, I do. I hug trees. I do. See, that's a good healer.
Yeah.
Another thing, right? It's really, really good. Now, there's vibrations coming from these trees, and they contact each other underground. So you can imagine. I look at it like this. It's like a brain, isn't it? It's a bit like a walnut. You get a walnut. The shape of the walnut's a brain. It helps your brain. Clears out the fat out your blood as well. So when you go by a tree, you look at the top of the tree and it's fanned out. The majority of the time, the roots are fanned out, the same shape as the top.
But bigger.
Yeah, and they contact each other through electromagnetic vibrations. Yeah,
it's the mycelium.
Yeah, and you can sit there, and I sit there, and I feel quite refreshed. And I feel good when I've been by nature like that. I've got my own favourite trees, But
definitely.
But sometimes it's like going to see an old friend. You sit there, just even if it's for 5 minutes, and you just sit there and feel that energy, And they know They know you're there because they've proved it all. It sounds crazy.
Aye.
You have, yeah. It's
Yeah.
all about
Um,
the process, isn't it? It's really
uh,
good.
I'm going to try go into the comments. Lorna says, "Oh, I haven't tried acupuncture, acupuncture. I'll put my teeth in. I think no, I won't. I sound 10 times worse. Oh my God, Tim, you haven't had the treat of listening to my voice clips. You should. It's brilliant. I would recommend it. Noreen says the only way I used to be able to get rid of my bad migraines were if my late partner put his hands on my head. I could feel the heat from his hands and migraines melted away. Anthony, hi Anthony. He says,
Hiya.
yep. Lorna says, did it ease me? It did, but then the pain would come back. Lorna, it's a pain in the butt. Hello, David. Lorna says, has MD tried reflexology? I
No.
haven't personally. I haven't tried reflexology.
No.
I have never. You'll need to let me know, Lorna, if you ever try it. Anthony said, I use them myself. Isla says, I love a fortnight at a retreat with treatments. Now that sounds amazing. Anthony says, what about the seaside? Believe it or
Yeah.
not, I love getting in the water when it comes to
Yeah.
the seaside. Noreen says, nature's wonderful healer, especially for stress.
Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly.
Eileen says, Charlotte Church Place looks fantastic. Hi, Robert. I'll tell you what I like as well, and it's a big topic. Folk like talking about it. Is crystal healing.
Yeah.
Gemstones and crystals can help us in our daily lives. Now, they come in all different shapes and sizes, guys. Everybody who doesn't love buying crystals, I must admit, myself, I love buying crystals. I love amethyst.
Yeah, I
That
got
really
big
does
in
help me. And I've got because I used to be prone to nightmares. I better not say that. Fucking touch you, David. Right now. But I've got the I'll say that and then I'll be like, the night. I'm like, no. But I've got it's like Jasper. It's like the Jasper crystal. I can't even remember the full name yet. But it helps with nightmares.
All right.
Oh, talk about the devil and it hits you right in the cooping. Hello, Mr. Stephen.
Wayne.
He says, I love crystals. I couldn't eat a whole one, but you. You're some man. And Anthony put, yeah, crystal's great way to recharge your trapped spirit in. It definitely is.
Absolutely.
Robert, Ocean Jasper, it might have been Robert, but it was great. It was absolutely great for nightmares. Some people actually use crystals to heal their body.
Yeah.
So I know a lot of people who use it for healing all over the body who have told me recommended loads of crystals for me to go and buy. They could be held, they could be worn as jewellery, simply placed in areas of healing. So I love crystals.
I use some crystals to clear myself out. All my chakras are clear.
Your chakras.
Yeah.
Isn't lavender supposed to be a good plant for sleep? Aid sleep.
It is, yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Chamomile's very good if you make it into a fusion, like a tea, and just sit down at night time. It'll make you go to sleep. Nice. You don't have it in the day, you'll be moaned out all day. Just have it at night time before you go to bed.
What's that? What was that? Sorry. What herb was that? Chamomile.
Yeah.
Chamomile. Right. Yeah.
Very good.
It's all different. I mean, you've got a lot of things out there that's amazing for healing. Wayne says, sorry I couldn't be with you tonight. A long 2 days travelling. Kids just woke me up demanding spaghetti on toast. It's absolutely fine, my darling.
Oh, bless you.
He said, I found a baseball bat as well. Unfortunately, that wasn't in the healing.
No.
No.
It was in Wayne's house.
Oh, well. Magnesium also helps with sleep. I am so proud of myself. I actually said that word easy. Yes.
It's magnesium. Mm.
Samantha, hi love. I'm good. I hope you're well, my darling. Guys, please check out Royal Wolf Paranormal. These guys are really, really good, down to earth. Noreen says lavender is brilliant for relaxation and sleep. I use lavender spray on my pillow. Do you know, believe it or not, I've always been told when I was having problems, obviously with nightmares, before I went and got the bracelet, was to go and get lavender and like lavender spray and spray it on my pillow. The problem is I'm the type of lassie who is too good with spraying too much. I don't realise when to stop. So yeah, I'm terrible. Like, see, Albos. For everybody in America that doesn't know what Albos is, or MD knows what Albos is, it's basically when you've got the cold, it's good for unblocking your sinuses. Now they always tell you put 1 or 2 drops on the pillow, whilst Lo puts the pillow and goes across the pillow.
No.
And then I'll put it back.
Yeah.
Oh, honestly, it's brilliant. Hi, Nicola. Wayne says no, but it helps amazingly with sleep. They need to harness the power of sleep without smell. Robert says, does this cloth smell like chloroform to you?
Yeah.
I'll need to take a quick note of that one. Lorna says, I'm the same, Lois. If it says 1, I wonder what 2 will do. I'm away at 5.
It's like wine. You know,
Exactly.
I find wine relaxing, and the doctor says, yeah, a glass is great, so 2 must be even better.
Do you know what I've started using when I can't sleep? Because I think it must be stress. So if I'm due to go into work and it's a long day, like 7 till 10, right?
Bloody hell.
And what happens with me is my brain goes into overdrive, and I'm lying like that and I can't sleep. And do you know what I've started taking at night time now? And it just relaxes me. I'm going to sleep, actually sleeping, catching up with it. Lion's mane mushroom tablets.
Oh
no mush.
Very good. Very good. And it's just relaxing and just go to sleep, which is good for me because I'm living on 3 hours of sleep. It's no good, is it? You know, you can't do that.
No.
It's all right, honey. I've put it in the group already, doll. Thank you very much. Much love to you. Thank you. Lovely. But Tim, can I honestly say, do they say 2 glasses or 2 bottles?
No. I will drink the whole bottle because it's only 3 glasses. So
yeah, yeah, it is.
I love your Ouija board. I've just seen your board at the side of you.
I made that one.
Did you? It's lovely that.
I'll sometimes sit here and I'll have a little play with it. I haven't had much activity on it in here, but we take it on investigations and it'll walk round. You know, we do table tipping on it as well.
Oh, amazing!
It's a little table, and I can put my wine fits there perfect.
You've got to make sure your wine fits in.
I haven't got any again, have I?
Oh, honey, I'll send you a bottle.
Right. Thank you. Jam shed I like.
Yeah, Nicola, yeah. She says, Lynn, I'm like you, don't sleep much, then still awake at 5 a.m. on the day. Yeah, and then I'm up at 5:30, start all over again. Yeah.
Bloody
What do you
hell.
like? Ion says, Alpos oil is the stuff of the devil. Wayne says, I'm not keen on lavender, love Albos oil. Noreen says, I recently bought stones infused in lava. Lava? No,
Lavender.
not in lava, folks. I just want to say lavender. You
Lavender.
just take the lid off the jar for an hour before bed and you can add more oil when it wears out. Nicola says, I've done that low, then it burns your eyes and can't breathe. I actually think it's brilliant. Everybody around about me doesn't. Anthony says, I've tried catnip tea. It was good. I'm glad it worked for you. Wayne said I had a mojo the other night and it was Robert says, get a large glasses. Anthony went, but my cat love it also. But well, you've got other different healings when you look at like flower remedies. People in Australia and Native Americans have worked with flowers for many centuries. But the one best known flower remedy is Dr. Edward Bach. Bach recovered from a hemorrhage after being told he had only 3 months to live. Bach believed that positive thinking had helped him to recover and he began to work with homeopathic, I think I pronounced that right.
Yes.
And other natural therapies. He made up essence from flowers that he believed would cure the negative emotions causing illness. By the time he died, Bach had created 38 flower remedies, which covered every negative emotional state that you could think of today. Today, Bach's flower remedies are used all over the world.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm just not a pretty face.
A lot of it's in belief, isn't it? It's in belief. If you believe it's going to help, it will.
It will,
It comes down to the power of suggestion. And I always say it in life. Yep. It's the power of suggestion. I think power of suggestion is in everything that you do in your everyday life. We do it in the paranormal. We do it everywhere. But I've never ever tried flower remedies. I must admit, I've never ever tried any sort of flower remedies. You're talking to someone who won't even drink. What's that juice that? Is it dandelion? Dandelion and
amazing stuff, dandelion. Honestly, my niece is a homeopathist. Is that how you say it? And she collects everything as you go through the season. She collects it all and she uses it, makes it into whatever. And it's amazing stuff, dandelion. All these weeds, we dig up and throw away, they're healing plants. And the best one is nettles.
Yeah.
I've made nettle tea. I've made nettle soup. And now it's the time for the seeds. So you've got the female nettles that grow the seed. So you get spiky ones on the males and you get them in clumps on the females. So it's collection time now, isn't it?
I didn't actually know that you could work with nettles.
Yarrow tea's quite nice. Yarrow, I've had that.
Yarrow. I've never had yarrow tea.
Yeah. Yarrow grows everywhere.
What does it taste like?
Oh God, it's very subtle. It's not. I can't think of anything else it tastes. I've only had it a couple of times. I like Yorkshire tea. If I'm going to have a cup of tea,
Can I just tell you? Can I just tell you, Tim? I was ready to say a man after your own heart. I'm a woman after your own heart, right? Because I love Yorkshire tea. I must admit,
Yeah,
right? I would prefer a bottle, because you said wine. I prefer Yorkshire tea to Tetley's,
yeah,
honestly.
yeah. It's the
Yeah.
best. It is the
I found
best.
that Tetley's were really hurting my stomach. And my
Yeah,
stomach's very, very sensitive.
yeah,
I don't mind telling anybody. I suffer from Barrett's esophagus. So I
yeah,
I've got to be really, really careful in what I do when it comes to my eating and drinking. And I found that Tetley's was really, really hurting my stomach. Like I was feeling really, really sick after. And then
yeah,
I found that when I moved from Tetley to Yorkshire tea, they were more softer in my stomach. So it meant I could drink more tea and I wouldn't feel sick.
yeah.
Yeah.
Mm, that's
Sorry to
my
put MD
favourite.
off. I'm sorry to put off MD their dinner. When we mentioning about sickness, I do apologise. Um, we'll go on to the comments. Eileen says, IKEA do brilliant lavender candles in jars. Robert says, yes, lava beads are good for taking lavender oil. I didn't know that.
No.
Noreen says, I average 3 hours sleep like Lynn. I'm usually until silly o'clock. That's the same as me. Robert says it also depends on what your intentions are put into the crystals
Yeah.
when
Yeah.
they are being worked on.
Yeah.
Noreen says, I don't mind sleeping. I don't mind not sleeping most of the time. I stargaze when I can't sleep. Wayne
Yeah.
says, I have a great remedy for sleep, the giant sunflower. Eileen says, dandelion is pee the bed.
It is.
Do you know what I used to get told? That's what my gran used to say to me, don't
Yeah,
touch, you'll pee the bed.
yeah, yeah,
Noreen says, they reckon there is a plant somewhere in the world for every illness. Samantha says, I've shared it with the Royal Wolf Whisperers and Kings and Queens. Thank you, Beauty, you're amazing. Eileen says, nettle soup served cold with cucumber. Yorkshire tea is the best, Tim, Noreen says.
yeah. It is.
Wayne says, let the sun glow, get to at least 2.5 meters high, cut it at the bottom of the stem and swing over the back of the head. Instant success. He's sunbanned. Lorna says, I still make a pot of tea.
Oh wow.
Um,
Yeah.
Anthony says, lavender tea is not too bad. I've not tried it. Do you know what I do have, guys? And I've got it in my room. I'm not brave as yet to try it, but I've heard it's meant to be good. Is mugwort.
Mugwort. I've not tried it.
Look what? Yeah, I've heard of it.
Mugwort is basically, it's supposed to give you lucid dreams.
Right.
Oh,
But I'm like, no, thank you. I'm not trying that. But it's always there. It's always there. And honestly, because I got as a present, it was like a witch's starter kit basically, and they
Yeah.
gave you the different herbs and different types of herbs, and it gave me wee things. I've actually still got it, and it was like I've not used any of it except the salt. I used the salt because what I've always been told is if you've got UTIs or anything like that, salt is good for your bath. Believe it or not, folks. So it was like kind of that way of I've used that, but apart from that, the whole box is still intact, not used at all. I've even got like it's different coloured candles,
Yeah.
and I've got a cauldron. I've actually got a cauldron sitting through there, a proper steel cauldron. If you drop it in your toes, well, you need to go to hospital.
What we're saying about dandelions, it's a diuretic, so it makes
Well,
you go wee, doesn't it? Makes you wee.
Wayne says we were always told that dandelions were poisonous and bad for you, makes you wet the bed and etc. Dandelions are in fact one of the best medicines for the heart. The company that owns Roundup, the weed killer, is also one of the biggest pharmaceuticals companies of heart medication. Why do you have to give me big words, Wayne? Robert says here, comfy is too. Lorna says, I like that word mugwort smiles.
I do.
Wayne says they don't want you healing yourself for free, hence why they own the weed killer companies.
Yeah, it's true, yeah.
Robert says it's a salt bath help relax the skin and muscles. I actually regularly have one of them. I think that sort of type of bath is brilliant.
No.
See,
No, I don't know. Only
Sorry.
dirty people wash.
It's true.
I'll have you, I'm very OCD when it comes to bath and showers. This lady's never out the bath or shower.
I haven't had a shower for, don't remember. I have a bath, I have showers all the time. I haven't even got a bath.
Oh, well, that's why you don't
Well, you're just gonna have to put the salt soap in the bag and throw over the top of you and go for a shower.
I go swimming in the river a fair bit.
Oh, what type of river is it?
It's crystal clear. It's not I don't go down the canal and have a swim.
Yeah.
I go in. I do go in a nice river. It's lovely. It's lovely. Yeah.
Do you ever go? It sounds a bit weird, but do you ever go?
Pardon?
Do you ever go tickling trout?
No. No, I'll just go for a swim and then get out. And
do you know what?
Go and have a glass of wine to finish off.
Do you know what I really want to try, guys? And you're going to think I'm freaking weird. I am weird, but we'll say nothing, right? But I want to try, right? I might go to one of these Japanese, I don't know what their name, right? Japanese parlours as such. That makes it sound like I'm going to a brothel. But I want to go into like one of these places and you can put your feet in and there's wee.
Fish.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Emma's done that. Emma, my daughter. Emma.
I would love it.
Yeah, she has been. She's been. I'm sure.
They are good, but the thing is, people were getting diseases off them, so you don't see them as much now. Have you noticed they faded out?
Lynn, you're like Wayne, right? Wayne, if you're still in the chat, will back me up. I said to Wayne one night, I would love to try scallops, and he put me off the whole scallops idea.
Oh, no.
Then I said to Wayne recently, Wayne, what was that I said to you recently about trying something? And I said to Wayne, I would love to try that. And Wayne just gave me the facts, and I went, oh, fuck you, Wayne. I was like, that's me put off with something else.
It depends what scallops you're on about, doesn't it? See, it's the fish scallop, or you've got your potato scallop. Now, it's yeah. So I'd rather have scallop butties than chip butties. Yeah? Do you know what I'm on about? It's when you get, so people who America are watching now, so where you get your potato and you cut it up and make it into chips or fries, whatever you do. What you do, you get your potato and slice it sideways so you've got discs, and then fry it. Then you put it on your butty sandwich.
American friends call them fries, don't they? I don't call them chips. Yeah. Chips are crisps, aren't they, over there?
Yeah.
Is that right? Yeah.
Do you know what? You've also, what's people's thoughts on psychic healers? Like people who've been treated by psychic healers. I don't know. I mean, a lot of people say that when they get psychic healing, that the person puts their hands on or near the person's body and releases their pain. I kind of think it's similar to Reiki as such.
That's what I do. That's what I do. I can get rid of the pain and just get it out. But to me, that's just being sexy, isn't it? You know.
You sexy woman. You devil, you. Do you know what, Lynn? in all honesty, that could be your selling point. A woman with sexy hands that can do sexy healing.
Oh, dear God.
This show is turning into a riot tonight, but that's why it's Friday. It's Fools and Ghouls.
It's all fair enough, this natural healing, but I think it's important to know that you shouldn't forget proper doctors either, and take proper. Yeah. If you're really ill, you must do what the doctor says, and take your proper meds as well. You know what I mean?
Has been.
Don't scrap prescription medication and.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what I mean?
If I really have to, I would not. Yeah.
There is a. I can't remember what Eris. Stop it. Sorry, guys. 2 secs.
It's a cat.
Sorry, it's my cat. It's my cat. I love her, but she just drives me nuts. There is a. I can't remember. I don't want to say cult. It's not a cult, but there is a certain band of people who don't believe in medicine.
Yeah.
Who don't want anything natural. They don't want anything doctors wise.
Oh no.
But I can't remember the life of me. This is why I needed Wayne here. Mind you, we would have been talking holiday ghosts now about healing, but I can't remember the name of the people. It slipped my mind, but there is a set of people that don't believe in any sort of medical care whatsoever or intervention. They all believe in it just happening itself.
See, that's another thing. Healing, you can get it through vibration, right? Have you heard of gong baths and stuff like that? The
gong baths.
Gong baths. They call them gong baths.
Oh, I thought you said gong bats. I was like, who's a gong?
I have gong bats, but we're talking about gong bats.
Clean my ears, Lois. Clean my ears.
Gong bats. Amazing.
Right.
Absolutely. It's all about the vibration and the sound and the megahertz of it. And it can heal different parts of the body. You can get it on Facebook and on YouTube. And you can go in and you can get different frequencies and you just lie there. But if you went to a session with they call them gong baths. I've been to one. Unbelievable. I was well under on that. Well under. 3 hours we were there. I thought I'd been under for about half an hour. It was 3 hours. Honestly,
wow.
Amazing stuff. I was sweating, then I wasn't, then it was just everything was flowing out of me. It's just amazing. Amazing stuff. You get also you can get it off singing bowls.
Yeah.
You know what singing bowls are? They're very good. I've got one.
I've heard of that. I'm going to quickly get in the chat because it's building up. Wayne says, I'm thinking of not having a heart. Saves a lot of money. I need you, Mr. Seeding. Noreen. Oh, Tim. Noreen says the Chinese are very good at herbal remedies. We used to have a Chinese herbal practitioner in the local town who would give you a prescription for whatever he found to be your problem. Then they would dispense whenever mixture of herbs he prescribed. Wayne says couldn't tickle trout. Their laugh is weird. Robert says embrace your weirdness. I always do, darling. Robert says fish eat the gunk on your feet. I've seen the videos. Isla says stop to fish procure because of infections. Noreen's Milan. Robert says, yep, they do huge potato scallops in the fish and chip shops down here. Wayne says, why was I thinking of Batman and Robin when you said sidekick healing? Anthony says, heals my energy, change energy with person and pull out sickness.
Yeah.
I'm always going down rabbit holes, Noreen, you know me. Nicola could do healing all wow. Anthony says, when nature cannot heal it, the man-made medicine is need to fix it.
Yeah.
Wayne says, I use cherries to get rid of gout and it works amazingly. Robert says, that's one type of religion. I'm not sure it's Jehovah's, Eileen. I can't even remember the name of it. See, when I go off this show, I'll be shouting the name of it. Anthony says, tuning works, healing. Oh, what's happening to Tim?
So I'm just moving a bit.
Okay, sweet. Robert says they believe if a doctor cuts the body, it releases the soul. Lorna says, is that similar to the sound bowls, Lynn?
Yeah, it is sound bowls. It's like, what do they call them? Yeah, and you get your gong, don't you? And then you just run that piece of wood around it, and it builds up. It just builds and builds, and it just goes through your body, just vibrates all the way through. It's amazing. I've got a little small one. Singing bowls are called. I've got a small.
I love singing bowls. I love listening to them.
In my bedroom on my own, and just if the house is quiet. And I'll just do that, and I'll just sit quietly for a bit, and I just let that vibration just run all the way through. It's really good.
Anthony says, like Dr. Bombay, come right away. Lorna says, I've never heard of gong baths, but I would be up for trying that. Nori says, I do agree you should always seek conventional doctor's help. It's great to try alternatives, but should never be reliant on alternative medicine. It's too dangerous. You need proper investigations.
Correct.
Wayne says homeopathic medicines are getting more popular now rather than relying on pharmaceuticals. Hey, handsome. It's Craig. Guys, please check out Ghostway Paranormal. Turbid singing bowls, I have two. Lorna says, singing bowls. I couldn't think of the name. But we had a fair good wee show the night.
Don't you think so? Lo, get Wayne on there with his singing bowls.
Oh, I want to hear Wayne sing. Sing.
Cold water too. That's why I like going in the river. Cold water's good for you.
Yeah.
Well, do you know what, guys?
I'll go upstream, and you can go down with the flow of the river, so you're not swimming against them. And you can go for a couple of miles, and it's good. Makes you feel good.
Couple of miles?
Yeah.
You mean you just float? You just float down with the flow?
Yeah.
That's nice. A friend of mine, she does wild swimming.
That's what it is. Yeah.
Yeah. She does wild swimming, and she's
It's good for you. It's nice. I've been in November. I haven't been in December but yeah, it's good. Well, I do plan on trying to go once a week throughout the year, every day. Once a week in every month. But
wow,
I've not got round to that yet. No.
Really up to it.
Do you know what, guys? Know what I heavily suggest trying? Honestly, and I laughed when I heard it, but see when I actually done it, I actually really enjoyed it. See when you're in the shower, right? Have a cold shower. Do you know how energizing that is? And I used to think people were talking nonsense until I went in the shower, and I didn't actually go straight to cold, guys, because you would have heard me screaming for the other side of the world. So I slightly turned the shower down, and then turned it down, and then turned it down, and turned it down to go to cold. Oh my God, guys, I felt amazing. Honestly, I just stood there and let the cold water come over the top of me. And I thought, it's amazing how much it actually improves your mood. I've just realised that my cat's sitting in my box. She's staring at me. But
Yeah.
I realised how amazing it feels and how my mood changed. Like, I went in that mood, like, in the shower feeling a bit, not myself. But I came out feeling, oh wow, I feel amazing after that.
It does wake you up, doesn't it? It
Yeah.
stimulates everything, wakes you up. Yeah.
They call
Oh
it cold
God, yeah.
water therapy, don't they? Cold water therapy.
It's the therapy, yeah.
Yeah.
But it's been great. I do know what, I'm sitting here dead relaxed as though I've had Reiki. Anthony Robert says, Anthony, that's part of audio healing. There's a lot of audio files called Benny Beats that are good for healing on YouTube. Wayne's retired from singing. Oh, that sucks. Craig says, singing bowls are very hard to get a good sound from them. Wayne says, my voice has been too low, only good for Chris. Robert says, but Tim's going in the cold water tends to lead to shrinkage.
Well, I don't care. I don't care.
I am not even answering that one. Tim,
No,
carry on.
I don't care. I'm nearly an old age. I'm nearly an old age pensioner. I don't care.
Yeah.
Do you know what? I'm actually sitting here thinking that my mind has been veered off to the side because Robert's put my mind off. Noreen says, did you ever watch that programme where they did the plunging into icy water in cold shower therapy?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, what's the name of the bloke? I can't remember. I can't
Sorry,
even
guys,
remember.
my
I
boy
can't
just
remember my
started
own name, let alone anybody else's.
I can't actually remember. Robert says it can be real valid in hot weather for cold showers. Wayne says cold showers are nasty for sex life.
Oh,
Trust you, Mr. Seaton, to come up with something like that. Anthony,
he's a mere boy. He's still at it, I suppose.
Can I just say, I no, I'm not touching that. I'm being a good girl. I'm being a good girl. I had an offered face weight last night, Wayne. I'm not getting. Anthony says, yeah, ice baths are great for stop aging. Oh wow, didn't know that. Ice baths were used before
Eunuchs.
See that man? See that man? See, he's put me into shock that I've put my
You've
my
dropped
tablet in.
Your ceiling
I'm
looks
trying-
really high, though. Your ceiling's about 100 foot up.
I can reach it. Look.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's just like woo. Oh wow, what a show we've had. Soaking ice baths, Lois. But there's so many out there, guys. Even aromatherapy.
Yeah.
Even aromatherapy, they use say essential oils from plants. Usually obviously combination with massages. Who does not love massages? And I must admit, I've had a massage myself, and I feel great. It can be done all sorts of ways. Essential oils that are often used are lavender, eucalyptus. Oh,
Eucalyptus.
that was I nearly said something else there. I do apologise. Oh,
Yeah,
Wally.
What about animal healing?
Well, you wanted to go with this, so you go with this with animal healing.
you know, I mean, some animals heal you, don't they? So,
Yes.
you know, they do heal you. I know
Yeah,
got horses that, and he does it like horse whispering, but he's got one certain horse. If you go there, he'll bring the horse out and it will just come and it will sniff you round your face and that, and it'll just lean against you. And it's just a weird sensation. It's like calming. You
yeah,
know, like calming. Yeah, and then you've got dogs. They're sensitive and they can heal. They can make people
Yeah.
feel good. So is
I,
anybody else
I,
out there who's
I,
they they take them into old people's homes, animals, don't they, and
yeah.
hospitals, and just them being there makes the folk feel better, doesn't it?
yeah.
Do you know the saddest one I ever watched was a police dog next to next to a cop. It was there in America, and it was so sad that I was like, oh my god. I think the cop had had a heart attack, and the dog lay with the cop and lay over the top of him to protect him,
Yeah.
and went to the hospital with him and that. And the guy survived. He did.
That's good.
But it's animals are amazing healers. I always say that animals are. See, my two cats, right? See if I'm having a bad day and I don't show it, the cats will always be there, especially my youngest, because my youngest of the cats follows me and she will not leave me alone. Like literally, she will follow me about the house. If I go to the bathroom, I need to leave the bathroom door open, or she'll scratch hell out it to get to me.
Mm.
And she'll always lie at my feet. And know what she does too, and it's the sweetest thing ever, is if I'm like, because obviously I'm going through a lot now and grieving for my granny, she'll always lie on the pillow at my head,
Loving
like,
you.
and she'll put her head onto my head when I'm
Yeah.
not feeling great. And what the big one will do, my oldest cat, is she'll come up and she'll like lie and put herself onto my shoulder like she's a parrot, but she'll nevertheless she'll put it in. And I'll tell you a story about one of the dogs that I had when I was a child that's actually saved my life. I was obviously, I can't remember this because I was a baby, but I was actually choking on my own sick,
Yeah.
and the dog was bouncing off the door to get mum's attention.
Wow.
And I mean, literally, but my mum said it was like bouncing off the door, going absolutely berserk. And it just shows you
Yeah,
animals are the most intelligent creatures
Yeah. It's their
there
sixth.
is in life. Best
Yeah.
yeah,
healers. See, everyone we spoke about tonight puts nothing on animals.
No.
Seriously.
They know, don't they? They really do. Like if you got somebody poorly and they've got a dog, the dog will follow them round and
Yep,
they'll just keep at the feet and they'll
yep.
put, you know, the chin on the knee and they'll snuggle up a bit and a bit more like that, and they just make them feel like they're being loved. The dogs know. The dogs definitely know. And
Oh
cats
God, I
love cats. Yeah.
no good. All types of animals have instincts. I'm a great believer, and I've watched, like, seriously, I love watching, and I'm a big sop. I'm going to be honest. People might think I've got a hard heart, but I'm actually quite a big sop when it comes to animals. And I watch a lot of animals things on YouTube, like funny videos, right? And then I watch your quite emotional ones. And see the amount of animals you wouldn't believe actually make friends with humans. Like
Yeah.
there's one in particular that really would shock people, and it's a great white shark. Now a gentleman was fishing and he let a great white shark obviously free, It was caught in it was a huge big net, and the guy caught unfreed the great white. Do you know he can't go fishing now because the great white follows him everywhere?
No. Oh my
Oh,
god.
no.
Seriously, I
Yeah.
shit you not. And I just think for all the animals that we're scared of this world, there always is a great. They can be like you can make friends with them. I watch
Yeah.
this a lot on YouTube, and it melts my heart. See, I'm a huge big fan of tigers. I love tigers and lions. And see, when I watch like human bonds with tigers, oh, melts my heart.
Yeah.
Absolutely melts my heart.
Yeah.
I'll go into the comments because they're building. Anthony says they'll shrink with ice. Wayne loves acupuncture. Anthony says, watch out for happy endings. Ah, no, Lorna. I nearly came out with ha 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 ha. Noreen says, vanilla for dumbing down hunger for diets. Robert says, koala's food. They're actually good for antiseptic. Eileen says, my cat knows when I'm ill and cuddles in. Lorna says, cat's lying on you purring.
Yeah.
Wayne done horse whispering only once. The horse was deaf, so it didn't work.
Wait.
Maureen says, I think it's amazing how some dogs can smell cancer and etc. It is really, really good. Robert says, at my previous home, I had a wild Lockie at my door that would climb all over me, and I considered that bird therapy. Noreen says, cats are always sensitive to mood. Anthony says, yep, all animals are best know how we feel. Robert says, I've seen that happen with grey nurse sharks. Oh, wow. Hiya, Robert.
Hi, Rob.
But animals are amazing. They're amazing.
What happened to Skippy?
Skippy the bush kangaroo.
Skippy! He used to say people that are perched on edges of cliffs in
And he could
helicopters.
And he could understand everything,
Yeah.
and he used to answer back, didn't he? He
He
used to
used
go,
to go,
Well,
and they used to go, right, someone's falling off the cliff in an helicopter. You go, and they used to take them to the cliff. And,
and it's true.
yeah. And Flipper. He used to-
Fluffy. He says he fell down the well.
and Skippy.
Must be. See,
Yeah, he just disappeared. Skippy just one day didn't come on telly no more, and that was it.
I
He's gone.
love that programme.
well, I'll tell you what, guys. I'll tell you the most intelligent animal form I've ever seen. Harry and the Hendersons. Harry.
My God, you know what?
Harry was intelligent as fuck.
Do you know
Wow.
what? When that came out, my daughter was 5, right? And she fell in love with this film. We bought it on VHS, right? Every day this film was on. Every day. She cried her eyes out at the end of this film. So I went down to the local shop where you used to hire the videos from, and they had a big poster on the wall of Harry and the Hendersons.
I love Harry and the Hendersons.
Kicked off. So I got it in the end, got it, and took it home for her. She was made up. But it was amazing. Everybody wants Harry Henderson. Don't they? In their home.
Good old Skippy.
Noreen says, good old Skippy. Noreen says, God, you take me back, love. Skippy, Flipper, and Lassie. And then Wayne says the little hobo. And then that's what Eileen was just about to say. Right, I'll tell you what, I'll be really, really, really geeky. Right, have you guys ever seen, is it, oh, the guy who was in Jaws, his TV series, he had a TV series with a really intelligent,
Dog.
a really intelligent dolphin. Was it? It was Sequest. He shouting Sequest.
No,
Sequest was really, really good. Really good.
I think I'd start watching kids' programs when that come out and start going to the pub to have wine.
Oh, oh my God.
Oh yeah, the littlest hobo, Wayne.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Noreen remembers it, so that's good. Brody, yeah, Sequest DSB. It was brilliant. Honestly, brilliant.
I keep spiders. I've got spiders, as you know, and I don't get no affection whatsoever from them. They
Well,
just.
you won't. What spiders have you got, Tim?
I've got tarantulas. I've got jumping spiders. I've got wolf spiders, wandering spiders. They're all around this room.
Yeah, I used to have spiders.
Yeah, but
Oh,
they don't show you no affection. They just don't care.
Yeah.
They're just standing there, tanks, looking at you.
Yeah.
Going,
And
Yeah.
they
feed,
make a lot of noise. Have you got
feed,
bird
feed
eaters?
me.
You got bird eaters?
Yeah, I got a little. Well, it's only a little tiny sling. It's about the size of my fingernail, but it's gonna have an 8-inch span when it's.
Oh,
grown
no,
up.
no, 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 no. Oh, no, 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 no,
I
no.
had 16 of them around my bedroom.
Wow. I do love my
Do-
spiders.
Areas in the fibs, and they lived underground, and they used to come out at night time. The noisiest. I never slept for 2 years with them.
Ah,
Do you know what? That Robert has just touched on my massive big phobia. Oh,
Yeah, well,
snakes.
shut that one down. We're not going to talk about that.
Oh, snakes could be affectionate. Oh my God. Oh my God. I am absolutely petrified of snakes. I am that phobic. I am like, oh my God. Do you know it's so bad? Jews are going to howl with laughter. I used to go with a guy years ago who, in revenge of me taking him to the cinema to see a horror movie, took me to see Snakes in a Plane. And I tell you, I have never sat. Honestly, I'll give you a laugh before I shut the show. So I'm sitting there and I keep telling myself, it's in the screen, it's in the screen, it's fake, don't worry about it. I'm sitting there. So I quite casually was totally fine, really, really fine, until it came the big anaconda. My fucking God, the popcorn went like that. Whoom, boy, I am out here. I'm like, oh my God, I can't do this. I don't know what it is. I can only associate with, and for you guys in America who obviously might not know, but there's an Australian program. I'm sure Robert White will know this well. There's an Australian program called Neighbours, and I am associating it with maybe the fact that they had a storyline years ago when I was a child, and it was like a snake attack, and I'm associating that's what it could be. So I've seen this and I've associated and I've been terrified, and it doesn't matter what I do for my phobia, I just can't get over it. That's why I will never ever go to Australia, ever. Is
no.
because of the snakes. I'm absolutely that petrified. I would love to go to Australia, but I don't want to go because I'm absolutely petrified. He's sitting on the toilet, and then up comes a snake. I don't know what I'd honestly do. That's. Do you know people laugh at that? And I laugh too because I think it's irrational. Like,
Yeah.
it's like you could get a snake coming out your toilet in the UK. You could get a snake coming out your toilet in the States. You know, anywhere you go in the world. I just think it's irrational.
Yeah.
Nicola says, I think I was in the pub with him because I can't remember. See, Questlove. Wayne says, I thought Snakes on a Plane was about my ex-wife gone on holiday. You're terrible. Robert says, yeah. Lorna says, I wonder what your spiders think of when they are sitting in their tanks for whatever they are kept in, staring at you. Eek.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, Nori says, I remember the spiders in the outside toilet when I was a child. They used to terrorise us.
Yeah. And they were bigger then as well. They were massive. Well, we had an outside toilet as well. Yeah. When I was a kid. Yeah.
Honestly, it's one of those ones where we've all got, a phobia of some sort of animal.
Yeah.
Rats. I don't like rats.
I don't like rats.
No.
See, I can handle rats. I could probably handle spiders. I could handle most things. But if I seen something slithering, I think I would. It's that bad, guys, right? That you're going to laugh. But see anybody who has things like snake purses, snake toys.
It's a no-no. Yeah, it's a no-no.
What? A draft excluder.
Oh, a draft. Honestly, do you know what? I love going walks myself, but I always joke that I'm going to get a pair of stilts, and I'll be walking with the stilts so that I can see the adders in the grass.
You should move to Ireland. They don't have snakes in Ireland.
Well, I didn't know that. I didn't know that.
Yeah, there's no snakes in Ireland at all.
Well, they haven't got them in New Zealand either, have they?
No.
Wayne says, my friends go to Oz to see family, but they hate checking the toilet for spiders every time they go.
Yeah.
Wayne says, keep talking about my ex-wife. Robert says, that's a song about the red-backed spiders on the toilet seats down this way. Noreen says, outside toilet with candle in the back of the door, nothing worse than spotting a spider and the candle blows out.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
They were massive.
Guys, honestly, we've had some show tonight. I've really, really enjoyed it, guys. It's been a great show.
Me too.
It's been really, really good. And thank you to everybody in the comments as well. You guys are amazing. People who have been even watching and no commenting. You guys are amazing as well. Next week, guys, we were supposed to have a guest, but unfortunately I've had to reorganise the guest due to his work commitments. But we will be talking about Pendle Hill Witches for sure next week on Thursday. Next Friday, we will be talking about haunted asylums. I'm sure we're speaking about haunted asylums. I will compare the thing with. Yes, we're talking about haunted asylums. Yes. So I'm really, really looking forward to that because it will be a good one. But Guy, what about Tim? What's happening in Tim's world? Well, the Weird Room on Thursday?
I don't know. No, I don't know yet. Thursday. I don't know if Dan's back because he's on holiday, but there'll be something interesting. Yeah,
definitely.
Yeah.
Please, guys, check these guys out. Tim, Dan, and Eric on Things Network, Simply Spooky Network. 8 o'clock on a Thursday night, just before my show. Yeah. The interesting group of guys. Eileen says good night. Night, honey. Night, Lorna. You're very much welcome. Wayne says, like Arnie, I'll be back. See you next week. Can't wait, Wayne. Can't wait. You're very welcome. Nori says, thanks for my Friday fix. Lorna says, oh wow, that sounds good. Nicholas says, brilliant that night, guys. Night, honey. And Wayne says, goody, the asylum I worked in was haunted. And Anthony says, thank you. It was fun seeing you guys and gals next time. Awesome.
Yes.
Thanks, guys. Everybody have a good weekend and stay safe.